Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first one comes from Mel AITA 21. Am I the beehole for traveling to some location on my friend's wedding to which I am not invited? I have a group of girlfriends from about 5 years ago, and we all lived in Mexico City. One of our friends moved to Miami almost 2 years ago, and naturally we didn't speak as often as we used to when we were living in the same city. But still, whenever she's visiting town, we try to meet up. This friend that lives in Miami recently got engaged and told us in our group chat that she wants to have a small wedding, only 10 guests, and that we are not invited. But she wanted us to hear this directly from her so we wouldn't be surprised. Most of us were chill with this decision of hers and sent her good wishes. Even after this news, we still planned on throwing her a bachelorette party in Cancun after she got married. A bit late, I know. In addition to this, one of our friends traveled to Miami to participate in the bachelorette party. Her new friends were throwing for her, and even told our friend, the bachelorette, that if she was struggling economically, we, the friends from Mexico, would be more than happy to help her pay for the wedding. The bachelorette replied that she simply didn't want us there because she wanted a small wedding. Again, we respected this decision and tried not to take it personally. A few weeks later, we found out that the bachelorette had invited one of our girlfriends and they were all traveling to Puerto Escondido, a beach in Mexico, in June. Once again, we thought it was a bit weird for her to tell us that we're not invited, and then invite one of the girls from the group without telling the rest. But once again, we were chill with it and didn't say anything to her, even though we have preferred a bit more transparency. On a separate context, another one of my girlfriends from the same group is turning 30 in June and wanted to go to Puerto Escondido to celebrate her birthday. Turns out it's the same weekend as the wedding, to which we're not invited, and that theoretically we didn't know the specific details of when and where it's happening. We figured we'd all still go to this beach, as a place we all really like, and planned on having our separate plans from the crew that's going to the wedding. My birthday friend decided to announce on the group chat that we were going to Puerto Escondido for her birthday that weekend, as if we didn't know the wedding was taking place in the same beach town, in order for the bachelorette to not get upset in case we cross paths over there. At this point, the bachelorette texted us all privately telling us to please cancel our trip to Puerto Escondido as her wedding gift. Oh, screw her. You're not invited to the wedding. You don't have to give her a gift. She was even telling my birthday friend to cancel her flight and lose whatever money she had already spent, and started saying how mad she was and basically forbidding us from going to that beach town that weekend because it would ruin her wedding. First of all, screw her. I don't know why people think because you're getting married, you're, a god or a king or a queen of the world. Who cares? People get married all the time. You don't own a beach town. People can do whatever they want. She doesn't own you guys. You're free to go over the hell you want, you know what I mean? But back to it. So, I asked, am I the beehole for my friend's wedding plan, or she being self-centered and dramatic? Oh, she's absolutely being self-centered and dramatic. Like I said, OP, she doesn't own you. She doesn't own the city. She's no one. Who cares? Everyone gets married all the time. If she's acting like that, OP, I wouldn't keep her as a friend. I'm not talking about telling you guys it's a small wedding with 10 people. That's fine. People are allowed to have small weddings. And she told you guys so you don't find out and feel left out. That's cool. I get it the first time. But then she invites one of you from the friend group that, you know what I mean? I think she's trying to hide something. Maybe you guys will bump into her at the beach because it sounds like a lovely place and you'd want to visit that for your wedding. And you're going to see it's probably a lot more than 10 people and she's just being a bee and doesn't want you guys to attend because, well, she's a bee. OP, I would just distance myself from this woman. Do not cancel any of your trips, especially your friend. How evil is that? Oh, just lose all the money you spent. Who cares? It's my wedding. Nah, OP, screw her, not the beehole. I would stop being friends with her because she seems like a real bee. And our next one comes from Spiritual Anything 90. Am I the beehole for saying that my fiance being rude was bad for business and that people are calling her a bee? My 27-year-old male mom owns an indoor and trampoline park. I'm the one who runs most of the operations and payroll. We have an outside supervisor, although either me or my fiance, a 25-year-old female, occasionally go in to assist. My fiance does the scheduling and generally is the one answering the employee concerns. However, I recently had 3 employees quit, and our supervisor said that he'd heard or was told all 3 of them quit because they dislike my fiance. And he said that he heard other employees call her a bee before. These are my 3 best non-lead employees, 16, 17, and 17. They are not only good workers, all good at their respective jobs, but I also like them as people. They were very good kids. Finding slash internally promoting employees that fit the position are as good as them will provide to be quite difficult. I also have seen some reviews about rude management, and I've seen before her being quite stubborn with customers over things I would have apologized for and given them a free item for, as the cost is not worth the potential bad review. I understand my fiance is trying to be helpful, but these kids have mentioned that they feel disrespected by my fiance. When the first two quit, I thought maybe it was teen angst. But at third, I realized something needed to be done. Earlier today, chose to be frank with her. I said that there were numerous complaints from employees and that something needed to be done. She said that we are business people and that we need to make sure our employees listened. Oh, she sounds like she is power tripping. I said, from what I'm hearing, you are simply being rude to them. She said that she was just being a good boss. I said that making several employees feel disrespected is not a good decision. She said that I was being ridiculous and asked exactly where this is coming from. Oh, don't tell her because she's going to go after him. I mentioned that employees had called her a bee before and that this was bad for business. She mentioned how the employees were just replaceable. Oh, wow. And I was being ridiculous and that she was upset that I brought up that she was called a bee and left. I'm starting to think she may be right, and I was sort of rude. First things first, no, OP, you were not wrong. She sounds like a real bee. She's over here power tripping, like thinking, oh, they're easily replaceable. Who cares? She's giving that kind of vibe. OP, luckily that's your fiance and not your wife. You really want to go through with this? Because, people say it all the time. Watch how the person you're with treats, like a waiter or a waitress. And it sounds like she's doing that. She's treating people like garbage. You really want to marry that, OP. She's showing you her true colors. I wouldn't do that. And she obviously doesn't care about your guys' business if she's getting you guys bad reviews and making your good employees quit. OP, not the beehole. Do not give in to her. If I were you, I wouldn't deal with her. I would just break up with her because she showed you how she is. She's going to start treating you like garbage eventually. OP, not the beehole, but you would be the beehole if you married her. And our final one comes from Lucky Mastodon 8616. Am I the beehole for taking back the car I bought from my mom and brother? I'm Lacey, a 20-year-old serving in the military. I received a kickoff bonus of $18K, and things were going well until my mom, Janet, age 40, asked me to help my brother, Jack, 17, get a new car. I agreed to pay for an $8,000 car under the condition they pay me back monthly. 6 months later, they've only made one payment, of $1,800 from Jack selling his old car. Despite promises, they've been spending money on casinos, kayaking, and partying. Oh wow, they're pricks. When I confronted them, they gaslighted me and started blaming me for picking the car. I plan on taking them to court, as the car is in my mom's name. Oh, that might make it a little complicated, OP. Although I have proof of payment and their agreement to pay me back, okay, that's something. Our relationship is strained. My mom favored my siblings, kicked me out, and discouraged my dreams, like college. She only became kinder to me when she found out about my money. They never visited me during my time in Pensacola, and my mom now wants me to buy her a house. OP, do not buy that woman a house. My boyfriend and friends made me realize I was being used. Am I wrong for wanting to reclaim the car? Any advice on what I should do? Like I just said, do not buy that woman a house. She made it very clear how she feels about you, and she is just trying to use you for your money. The car should be perfectly clear. They're over there consciously, free from their conscience or whatever, going over there kayaking, wasting money they should be sending to you for graciously buying him a car. $8,000 is not, chump change. You can get a really nice vehicle, AK. Do not stay around people like that, OP, who are basically using you. Your boyfriend and your friends are right. You are being used. You could try to go for the car. I think it's going to be a tough battle to get them. And even if you win and they have to pay you back, it's a different thing winning the court case and then collecting. It's a completely different beast. It's up to you if you want to go for it. I would, because I'm petty like that. Well, not even petty. I'm just angry. I don't want to get, you know what I mean? You're out AK from being in the army. That's supposed to be your money. And your mom, well, the person who gave birth to you, I guess, has no problem taking advantage of you and giving it to the other child. OP, not the beehole. You would be the beehole to buy that woman a house. Do not do that. It's up to you, like I said, going for the car, but after the whole car drama is done, no contact. That's not your family. Those are users. Those are parasites and leeches. OP, not the beehole. Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. And can you please do what I said in the beginning? And like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out. It helps it grow, and it helps to get more videos like this. Velvet out.